What are those big macro trends, the big 3 to 5 macro trends that you and Marvell are paying a lot of attention to as it pertains to data infrastructure?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about data center scale computing, which is what we're talking about here. Accelerated computing is really data center scale computing. One accelerator or one XPU really can't solve the problem. It can't do all the calculations necessary for any of the jobs in machine learning today. So you need, tens, hundreds, thousands, millions of them working together, and that becomes a connectivity challenge. So data center scale computing is fundamentally a connectivity challenge because the computation, the bottleneck is often not the compute element. It's often how fast can the communication between processors and memory actually happen. And that's what we try to solve here every day at Marvell. And it's not just a one solution for everything. There's every distance, every speed, every technology, copper, optical. We're talking about inventing new technologies to move data and bits over a millimeter is a very different technology from something that needs to move it over 1,000 kilometers. And ultimately what we're seeing at Marvell is just an explosion of innovation that is driving connectivity forward. And those solutions find themselves into every AI system in the world. I mean, you could say today that there is no model that was ever trained, there's no data center in the world today that's not running Marvell silicon in connectivity.
Yeah, the amount of technology that you laid out today was awesome. I had to catch my breath a few times because it was so broad. But Sandeep, one thing I'd love for you to do is maybe simplify it strategically. What are some of your core strategic pillars as connectivity becomes as important, I would say more important than compute, but as important as compute?
Yeah, excellent question. From a core pillars, I mean, connectivity, that just like was described, is even more important. Its data always needs to get moved. It cannot be static. And the innovation that we need to bring to our connectivity portfolio, whether it is on the scale-up switches or scale-out switches, and more importantly, all the connectivity products that we do have on PAM4 DSP or optical DSP products, the TIAs and drivers that drive these signals, the error correction capabilities. Then we talked about data center interconnects, which is across 20 kilometers and beyond. And then those are all coherent modulation techniques. So at a very high level, there is a method for the movement for shorter distances, like Chris was saying, 1 meter, it's very physical based, SerDes based. Then you go into algorithms for error correction for larger distances. Then you look at optics, copper and optics need to coexist. So we need to invest in both copper as well as optics. And you heard some of that in our industry analyst day. So the pillars being, if you take a look at it and bifurcate the segments, it's really by distance. And it is whether it is copper medium or optical medium, and what investments we need to do for all of these aspects. Those drive the innovation that informs our product roadmaps.